There we are. What's the word, Bruce?
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. I'm Alfred.
Welcome to
Hitchcock.
Caption This. This is now going to cheesy radio format because that's what people want.
Just
For
in
us
the
to
na-
sound like everybody else
All right.
all the time.
Absolutely. And the phrase that pays is Bruce and Bob. Your call number 10. We will give you a family 4-pack of tickets to the T-Mobile Arena to see Nickelback in concert. They were free anyway, but you can get them from us.
They were free anyway.
Oh, my goodness. Have you had a good week?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess. It's all right.
I see you brought your
I am definitely
sarsaparilla.
I'm definitely starting to get antsy. This circular living this way, like with no shows and no.
No, I was about to
do.
say. I mean, you got two lovely dogs. You can get ass
Yeah,
on
but
demand.
I'm saying it's
I mean,
every day is this fucking same. There's no like this is cool, but this isn't enough for me. I need more than this. You know. I
you
mean,
got dive bar and dive bar.
no, that's what I mean.
And dive bar. I found a good.
Well, let's see.
I found a good mic position here.
Right
so I
now,
spray painted.
Here's what's going on. Right now, Manny has backstop going,
Backstop.
right?
Which
And
one's
dive
that?
bar is going on Mondays.
Which
right?
one's backstop? Oh, is that Monday? Is that
Yes.
okay? That's in.
And Tuesdays, Tran has this thing.
Gotcha. Where is
But
that?
because it's cold, they're going inside, so it's only 25% capacity. So it's you can only have so many.
Oh,
people.
it's outside comedy.
It was outside.
Where?
Transmite.
Yeah.
It's kind of down by where Rebar is.
Ah, okay.
In that neighborhood there
The
at
art
the end
district.
of Charleston, maybe. Yeah, it's
All
in the
right,
art
the arts,
district.
the art.
It's right. It's like right next to the building where they do Troll versus Troll. If you ever did that,
Sounds good to me.
it's an art studio thing. And then
Okay.
next to it, there's this bar, and Tran has this thing on Tuesdays at that bar.
Well,
And then
Ro wants to know when it's going to
Wednesdays,
open up
I don't know when
We
it's
don't
going to
know.
open up. That's what I'm saying.
because he wants to do champagnes, obviously, because that was a good thing for him, and they told him no
I don't even mean that. I'm just mean
in general. But I'm saying
there's not enough shit going on for me.
That was an example.
Life right now is like a circle. Like you get up, go to work, go home, get up, go to work, go home.
There's no
get up,
weed
go
or
to
ass
work,
in the
go
middle
home.
of that. You don't.
No, there is, but I'm saying I need more
I
than
know,
that.
I know.
I need to perform. I need to write. I need, you know what I mean, to express myself. I need.
Oh shit! I come
I
home, I'll
need these
perform
things.
every day.
That's why I came here.
No, I know, but this is the same everywhere, Bruce. It's gotta
No,
be the
I
same.
get that.
Yeah.
But then I see people doing shows like in other parts of the country. They're doing shows. So you're like, okay, well, maybe I just need to book some shit out of town and travel somewhere where they'll let me do.
Ro wants to know
shows.
when does the circle end?
I don't know, but I'm saying I'm starting to get antsy about it. Like it's starting to make me edgy and shit.
Now you're gonna come out with a leather jacket when this is all over and go hickory dickory dock.
No.
Oh, you what a fucking guy.
The pandemic. No, I just like I said, I need more. I need more than
A year.
what's going on.
Ro is wondering.
We've already been a year.
Yeah.
Like in the whole half of last year, we were in total lockdown. Remember that? Like,
I
felt
think
like half of it.
it's going to be.
It was like complete lockdown. Everything was closed. Even casinos were closed.
Give me my opinion. I will say I'm going to do a Donald Trump. This thing is going to be done by April.
Right.
The sun is going to dry it up. No, but I think by April, and I'll tell you why. Two things are going to happen. People are going to have their tax return money flowing.
Hey, speaking of that, as a real adult, I already got my W-2 and filed my taxes. I filed them this morning. They're like, don't even accept the returns till February 12th. Like, well, I'm already good. Like,
Yeah, I gotta.
but I've never done that. I mean,
Hey,
I'm like an
Balcha
adult
Baltar.
now. It's fucking weird.
What's up, Poppy Balcha, a friend of mine? What any good words there, Balcha? You making any money today? Did I lose any money today? More importantly,
Is that a coworker?
yeah.
You sell any couches today? That's the most important thing.
No, you guys still have a warranty.
So,
Yeah.
see, so it's like the clear coat. You can't, not enough to just sell the couch. You got to also sell.
Why? You know, I don't know about the true quote. I mean, they put that there at the factory.
Right. You need that clear coat.
Fargo. Fargo is the best fucking movie.
That's one of the best. Yeah. Well, the Coen brothers in general.
But it's better than Burn After Reading.
They're just such good writers.
What's your favorite Coen brothers?
Big Lebowski. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Big Lebowski is like a classic.
No, I like Fargo more.
No, they're like neck and neck in how good they are, but Lebowski's the classic. Come on.
Tim, the Tim Man.
Hey, it's Kareem.
Hey, and
There's a
Kareem.
lot of people on tonight.
Tim Meister. Making copy. So let me give you a backstory about this.
Is he making copies? For
Yeah,
real?
so I worked in
You work at Kinko's or something?
No, I worked in WFAS radio. It's a defunct radio station now because Cumulus Media blew it.
Right.
And Tim was an intern back then. This is going back like 11, 12 years. So they're having doing clerical shit. So I'm just busting his balls and I'm like, Tim, the Tim Meister.
Of course you're making hack jokes.
Well, that's Rob Schneider. It's a Rob Schneider.
I know it is, but I'm saying
And
if
here
you just do it every day, like you're just being a hack.
I didn't
Like
know.
you're one of those guys, like, okay, it was funny the first time, maybe. And like, but the 50th time.
You
it's
mean like Family
I
Guy
just
where,
want to punch you in the face now.
where it gets old and then it gets funny again because they keep doing the joke over and over and over again where yeah. And David, what is up?
He's like, come on, man.
Mr. Bossolari, what is going on? So I worked in radio for a while and we had this station that was right next to this guy's house and we were selling to Jamaicans. And when I say selling to Jamaicans,
Were
all
you
of
in
the
Queens?
no, in New Rochelle, but they were coming
Okay.
from Long Island and Queens. And what happened was, Bruce, is that the station was oldies. The guy who runs place is a guy named Bill O'Shaughnessy.
Right.
And he loves all the Sinatra shit. So he has this FM station and nobody gives a fuck about it. So they go to him.
Right. He's just in the old Frank Sinatra team.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about this New York City. And he was and it was a really oldie station. And you hear 93.5, the Golden Apple.
The golden apple.
Yeah. And we
That sounds like it's for old people.
it is.
Like
It
the
is.
golden apple.
So then what happened was they ran out of money because no one gave a fuck about it.
Right.
So they optioned out the time. And who bought it? Jamaicans. So you hear 93.5 FM. The Golden. Y'all motherfuckers don't know, man. We beat them in the house. What? Every night at 93.5 FM. Jamaica. Book.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did they mix the format?
Yes, for a while.
So it's like Frank Sinatra's on, and then all of a sudden that.
Yeah. And, it made and then eventually what happened was the Jamaicans bought more
It's like
time.
New York.
Oh, yeah, it's like-
and so it's like book, book.
Oh, we are men. And he was like, what the fuck? And then what happened was eventually they bought all the time, but the people who were funding them were these Jewish mortgage brokers.
Right.
So every hour of radio became a Jewish mortgage broker. You'd hear one reggae song and then you hear, hi, welcome to the program. Let me tell you, 2.75% fixed APR is never going to happen again. And let me tell you guys.
The J&J network, Jamaicans and Jews.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was because the Jews were funding all of these fucking Jamaicans. So you would get all these Jamaicans and it'd be like, yeah, man, and we got some great programs, great thing going on, man. And we got a song. But don't forget, 2.75%, not going to happen again. You want to lock in the rate. And don't forget. Mr. Judah, may I? Yeah, man. Yeah, Mr. Judah, here's what we're going to do. Okay? We're going to now give you 2.74. And if you don't believe me, talk to Minetta. Me got so many bills. And then me talk to Scott and him fix everything. I'm not know because now me got a new house in Florida. And me got no more credit cards, brethren. Me love it. That's right. 2.74% fixed APR. You're never going to see anything like this again. What Jew would never lie to you? Listen to this, happy customer.
It's like It's like Buju Banton and Ben Shapiro had a
Yes,
show
yes,
together.
that's what it was. And that's what you would hear. You do Buju Banton, Buju Banton. Hold on a minute, guys. We're just going to interrupt this Buju Banton for 1 second. 2.79. I told you guys last week 2.75 was going to come and go. You didn't believe me. And now you're stuck at 2.79. But you know what? 20 years. I've been telling people for years, 20 years, fixed APR. 40 years, people. 40 years. 40 years. 40 years. And you're like, what the fuck?
I always watch stuff like that. I'm just like, where do these people come from?
And I love to get and these,
like, who are these people? Like, who is the person who was like saw Tommy Lauren, for example, and was like, we need to put this person on television.
this guy I work with, he had
people are concerned how she thinks about things.
Tommy Lauren?
Yes.
Oh God.
They're these self-appointed opinion givers. You know what I mean? Like Sean Hannity. Think about it. Sean Hannity's like a college dropout failure guy. And all of a sudden, he just one day he was like, give me a microphone.
You know what? Because I'll explain how this happens.
I think people care about what I have to say.
No, you know, a lot of these guys were sports guys. Rush Limbaugh was a sportscaster in Buffalo. And what happened with a lot of these guys are sports is the easiest thing to do because all you have to have is you have to be good with numbers and you have to have an opinion about a team and a player. And if you can do that and you can give numbers, you can just be a sports guy. But then eventually something will bleed into politics. And on a local AM station or FM station, they'll be happy to fill the time. So if you're willing to buy, you'll get a brush and they'll go, let me explain something to the unwashed masses. And you're like, what the fuck? Who is this guy? And like AM and like 4 a.m,
The unwashed masses.
And you're just
Oh, yeah. No, dude, in Ohio, like at night, if you just turn on the AM stations, like weird shit comes on. Like there's this guy called the Overcomer. He's he's the last day prophet. It's like a horn. And he's like, you're listening to the Overcomer, the last day prophet. And he's like, this old
now
man
they said
comes on. Now listen here.
2011 was going to be the
God
end
has
day.
told me that,
But 2011, and that's where you get
Joe Biden's gonna
2011 was going to be the end day, people, but with the bone growth serum, 2011 will not be the end day. It will be 2021. I told you something. We will survive this only if you buy the food from the bucket. If you buy the food in the bucket will give you all that you need. Alex Jones, no. Now, there's another guy besides Alex Jones, this younger guy now, and he's trying to be cooler, more calm than Alex Jones. But he's like, guys, I mean, we told you buy the food in the bucket, okay? Cement comes in buckets, so you know this stuff is gonna last.
There's a lot of that stuff, or too, but they're like gold, like the world could end, and you don't want your cash could be worthless. You want to invest in gold, and I'm thinking to myself, well, it's okay if there is an apocalypse, right? Like, who's gonna give you the gold that you?
No, the best is
where are you gonna get it?
The guy's got on like a wrist brace, and he's
you know what I mean.
All right, hold on.
It's an apocalypse.
Hold
the
on
world
now.
has ended. And you're like, okay, I have these gold shares, right? But I'm good, right?
All right, now hold on. Now we have got Bob Powell out in Wisconsin there in Waukegan. Let me tell you something, Bob. It is a good thing that you were on with us because when the apocalypse happens and the dollar is worthless, when your Bitcoin will not be accessed because the electromagnetic pulse will knock it out, so you will not have access to your digital wallets. Okay, a thumb drive will be worthless currency with your wallet of Bitcoins. What I'm telling you right now is gold, and this gold is nuclear resistant. Okay, when the nuclear holocaust happens, see what we have done is we have fused this gold with nitritium. Nitritium at 1% will not devalue the gold, but what it will do, and they always put it on like a preacher. These are the guys who could be a preacher. They couldn't memorize the Bible. They couldn't memorize the one thing. Jesus says, "Cast out a wide net and bring them in, and then you will see that the flock will grow, and I will bring you from the valley of the shadow of darkness into the light." But if you buy this bucket of food and buy the gold, now the gold is from Roslyn Capital. Okay, Roslyn Capital gold with the nitritium coating in there to prevent.
The Franklin Mint is involved.
No, but they'll be classy. Franklin Mint's classy. And right now, if you purchase your gold,
Right.
you will get this free nitritium cover
Right.
that will prevent you from a nuclear holocaust. This beautiful, beautiful currency.
No, I'm just saying, like the whole idea of it is ridiculously stupid. Like I said, unless you have the gold bars in your house in the safe, like where are you gonna get the gold? The world has ended, and you're like, oh well, I'm good because I don't have cash. My money's invested in gold.
Wait a minute, honey.
Well, where are you getting the gold from?
Honey, shut the fuck up, honey. Look, I can't get into the safe. It's like molten lava.
Just walking around outside like in a wasted apocalypse, waving around your fucking gold certificate.
Jesus Christ, honey, the gold is melting on the streets. Ah, the gold is melted.
Can I get something? I'm good, man. I got the gold. Like,
where's Sam Kinison? I wish he was alive now.
Or Bill Hicks.
Oh God, they're both merger buckets of gold. All right.
I was listening to Bill the other night, and I was just like, man, it's such a shame that he's gone. I would love to hear what he had to say right now.
No, man. I know Sam Kinison probably would have been a Trump guy, though.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
A lot of his stuff is right. Like, Kinison and Hicks were like yin yang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they came from the same place, but
yeah.
Kinison was right. And
they had the same
Bill
facial expressions and delivery, too, but it was different. Oh, you got that rap crap. Oh, rap crap. Oh.
I was listening to the one when he was ripping up Debbie Gibson. So funny.
The best is when he calls up the guy's
just
girlfriend who
music in
cheats on him.
It's like, it's Diet Coke. It's like he's selling Diet Coke.
Oh, man. Oh, Debbie Gibson selling Diet Coke. Garbage. Oh.
No, he's just a lot of like real rock stars would never do that. You know what I mean? He's like, this is all corporate bullshit,
So David asked, do you need to ship me a Yankee hat? See, this is the beautiful thing about New York that Vegas doesn't get right. New York has everything in every color that you can ever fucking imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Now, when you go to Vegas,
you can get anything in New York.
You
just walk down the street. They got it on these tables on the
sidewalk.
Oh,
no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the real shit. Okay.
No, but I'm just saying, like, they're selling shit everywhere.
Yeah, no.
You can find anything you want.
Yes, but you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be the guy to go to Fordham Road and the fucking Puerto Rican sells you the knockoff Yankee hat where it's too wise, Hey, man, get over here, man. Hey, come on. Look, and it never the guy.
It's the Yankees.
Look, man, double Yankee, man. It's the best Yankees ever, man. Two Yankees.
Those Yankees.
Those Yankees, man. They remember they said that those Yankees, and I said I got those Yankees right here, man. Too wise, man. Well, fuck you. Hey. Cállate. Déjame. La
policía. Those the Gucci bags are not. It's like a C.
No.
It's like a C instead of a G.
I tell my wife, you'd like me playing with your Gucci? Yeah, I got your Gucci right here, man. Look at that
Gucci bag.
Let's see. Hey, I got this one. It's Jordan. It's got the extra swoosh on the side, man. I give you fucking swoosh. Yeah, I got two swooshes. The fuck you know about two swooshes? Those swoosh, and it could be the same accent, but like a Romanian guy.
Right.
I give you those swoosh, two swoosh. Right. I put them backwards with 3 stripes. It's got the 3 stripes and the swoosh. I give you 2. I give you Adidas. I give you Nike, and you complain. I do not understand.
This is the greatest place in the world, though.
But
anyway, what are you saying? How Vegas is different?
No. See, so here you have to understand something. If I want to go, see, David is the brilliant guy because he's a Jordan guy. He's a sneakerhead. They call it a sneakerhead. He'll wait.
The guy with the closet full of sneakers.
Yes, he'll go to Co-op City in the Bronx at 4 a.m, like it's the fucking COVID vaccine, and go. Wait a minute, are those the new Jordan ones in purple?
Hey, can I ask you a question? Because I've always wondered. Yeah. Guys that have these closets full of shoes.
Yeah.
Do you wear those fucking shoes, or is it like a shoe museum? Like in your, it's like, you know what I mean?
Oh, hold on. He goes
in glass cases.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
he does.
He
does.
It's got special lighting and shit.
He does.
Look at these shoes, like it's the history of Jordans. Like,
he does.
Right here. Or do you actually ever wear them?
He does wear them. He does wear them. But hold on. You said you don't wait anymore. You going direct online, or you got everyone in the museum? Yes. He has all. I know this for a fact. He has all of his Jordans in glass cases with special lighting.
So it's like collector.
Yes, people collect them.
No,
some people don't even wear them anymore. But
no, that's what I was asking. Like, if the people that do that, ever wear the shoes, or do they just keep them
So there is a collection.
like a stamp collector or a coin collector, except they collect shoes?
No different than collecting action figures. Yes.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. But
So
you know what I mean?
yeah,
It's,
no.
it's a different thing than
Yeah.
action figures. You can't actually use them.
Yeah.
Where,
So
like, you
there
could be
is
like, I could put those Jordans on there in the fucking closet.
there is a collection of rare Nike size 9.5 at the mall in Planet Hollywood, and these are the rarest collection of Nike apparel you will ever see.
Right.
And these shoes, $1,000 Nikes, fucking amazing. Mayer's collection, yes. Mayer's guy, he has the rarest collection of, and all my size, by the way.
You ain't paying $1,000 for some shoes. You're looking at me like you would, wouldn't you? That's fucking insane.
Yeah, hold on.
That is
Do I-
nuts.
Do I have pictures?
Yeah, I pay $1,000 for these shoes and then put them in the closet
No, I'd wear
and
them.
never wear them.
No, I would wear them. And
That's insane.
and this guy David would fly over from New York and kick the shit out of me for wearing them too. Like, what the fuck did you do? No.
That's just crazy, though.
The materials that they use. Do I have a picture or did I delete it? Once I upload stuff, I'm trying to delete stuff off.
It just seems crazy.
Actually, David said this 1,000 is kind of cheap. Yeah, some of those shoes go retail for $2,500 to
Jesus.
$3,000 for tennis. What
See,
you
I
would call
can't
tennis
imagine
shoes.
that. Even if I was rich and had the money, like $3,000 for some shoes.
Yeah, did I? Yeah, those-
These were specially made by 5-year-old Chinese children. It's like,
yeah, this is.
so that's just for sale?
Yes. Hold on.
And the price tags are like that? $1,000?
No, what they have is the shoes are individually wrapped.
Why did you do that and not show the fucking people?
No, I'm going to do it right now. I just remembered. I just remembered because I sent it as.
He's like, look at this. Like, fuck all you guys.
Yeah, I know. I'm fixing it. You fuck. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
No, I've always wondered about that because I said people collect everything. So it doesn't surprise me. I just wondered if sometimes they wore the shoes or they just took them home and, like I said, put them in like a display case.
So yeah, actually, this is a great picture. This is a fucking phenomenal picture.
If you get a shoe boner.
Hold on a second.
Give me shoe boner.
Yeah.
Oh, something's going on.
Yeah, hold on. I don't know why it's doing that.
Got technical difficulty because you.
We'll do it again. Share screen. Screen 2. There we go.
There it is. All right.
And there it is. And that's just some of it. Now, those are all Air Force Ones. All of those are Air Force Ones and every fucking color of the rainbow.
I have some like lime green ones
No, but
that I
I
just
mean,
found in the
look
Nike,
at that. Oh, I gotta use the mouse. Look at that.
Nike outlet store. Or whatever.
Yeah, but no, nothing like this. These are, and it's something.
I wear them only to do shows. Every now and then I'll throw them on.
Yeah, it's just just the sickest collection ever, and thousands of dollars for them. I mean, and here's another one. Here's another. Yeah, I'll go from this. So that's and that was I took that 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why is, yeah, that's now those are all worn by one person. One person wore that. All of those shoes.
What do you mean?
All of these shoes are in a private collection and were worn by one person.
Yeah, but who's the person?
His name is Mayer.
And why is it one?
Because he has the rarest collection of Nikes and he sold them. So he sold them to this store and then they're selling off his collection one by one. And then after that, it's going to be Fat Joe. And Fat Joe's going to bring in all of his Nikes and then he's going to sell them at this store. They're actually working on a contract with him.
Jesus Christ.
And now,
so think about that. So how much is it? Like, how much is if you just buy a pair of Jordans? The Jordans come out.
those are the ones I would love.
No, but I'm saying.
Look at those.
Some Jordans come out in the store, right? How much they cost? Like at the most, like $200 maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so He's bought all these shoes for $200, and he's gonna wind up selling them all for $2,000, $3,000 a pair.
No, he won't.
Like,
That's not it. Because
it's like better than stocks.
you can't find these in the store. In other words, this guy went.
Return on investment.
The guy went directly to Nike and had these custom made. These are custom made Air Force Ones. You got the bubble in the back. The material is like a red velvet, what you would see on a furniture upholstery. I mean, these are the rarest of the rare. That shoe probably costs $5,000. Those are clot Air Force Ones. Yeah. Those are the rarest. In fact, on the when they put the consignment notice up on the website for that store, those are the shoes that they show you as the main page. Those are the rarest, and they're half a size too small for me. I used to be 9.5. I would go through the pain for that because those are fucking amazing. I'm a size 10 now.
And again, but like I said, you pay $5,000 and
you
then wear them.
You'd have to baby them. I would probably.
And someone step on them. And you step on my shoe.
Oh, I did. So, do you think those are collaboration?
Some Mork just stepped on my sneakers. Remember that?
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle show.
Yeah, but those are now. These are the ones I have.
Stepped on my sneakers. It's war.
Yeah. These are the ones I've got now. These are the royal blue Nikes, and I'm trying to find a matching Yankee hat for it. So I know in New York you could just spit.
It's just like the thing about the Lamborghini or something. Like, are you gonna pay $500,000 for a car and then drive it to the mall and park it in the parking lot? You know, what
people
I mean?
do that. Yeah, and people do that.
Know what I'm saying? But you got to make that decision.
I know,
but like I said, a shopping cart could hit it. Someone hit it with the fucking door, or not to mention all the other, it could get stolen. Not to mention all the other horrible shit that can happen.
So you want to hear?
Just saying.
You want to hear a good one?
You spend that much money for something, you're gonna park it out, $500,000 right out, in the fucking, like I said, mall parking lot.
So I got a story for you.
Drive it to Vons,
Do you know? You've seen The Sopranos, right?
Not all of it, but yeah.
So there was a couple of episodes where Tony would bring all the guys to Rao's. Rao's is a big Italian restaurant in New York City, LA, and here at Caesar's Palace. And Frank Rao was the guy who ran the place. His son's Frank Rao Jr. Comes into Fry's Electronics. I don't know who he is. He's in, by this point, by 10 years ago, he's on some cooking shows. He's in like the Food Network. He makes appearances. With his wife.
Can I ask you a question? So you say his father founded the restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
Was it mob affiliated?
Well, no, it's famous. It's famous in New York City that the mob would go there.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's a big mafia joint.
So
everybody knows it.
He knows them.
So he comes in to Fry's, and I'm very impatient because he's taking a long time. He wants to get a professional printer for headshots, and I happen to have two.
Right.
Yeah. So David knows you can't get a table at this restaurant for months and months. He comes in and he goes, I want to get, a printer for headshots, and I'm just, let me take my time. So I'm a little annoyed because I'm getting antsy, but I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to be patient. And I said, hey, where are you from? What's your thing? He goes, I'm from Long Island. Long Island? Let me ask you, you seem like a good guy. Where do you get food around here? There's no Italian food. There's shit. I beg to differ. My name is Frank Rao Jr. You'll probably see my father in The Sopranos. Here's my head chef on the Giants' 42-yard line with a Super Bowl ring. You've been very good to me. You come to Rao's anytime you want. Bring your father, and we'll take care of you. And he did twice.
Oh yeah.
I fucking lost his phone. When I lost my phone, I lost his number.
But lost that connection.
But here's the funny thing. So we're having a good time. I'm being very, very.
I was gonna say, it's like, wow, you can get us in there. It's like, because I'd love to do that.
And if I could find a guy. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
So.
But you fucked that up too.
No, but I've been fucking Rao's is amazing. They give you when you
don't tell me about it now.
When they serve you.
That's what I said. Like I was about to say, like, oh, you could take me there.
Maybe I might say if I could find. So the guy has the Italian bread, and they bring out 3 different types of butters. They bring out a red pepper butter,
what?
A black truffle butter,
what? And
a regular cream, like almost a sugary cream butter. 3 different types of butters, and the olive oil. I had the penny vodka the first time.
No pesto?
when the second time it came around, I wanted something lighter, so we did the eggplant parmesan.
Oh yeah,
They
I love that shit.
they do it differently. They don't do it heavily layered.
But I bet he has veal parmesan.
Of course he does.
And no, that's the thing.
Oh, it's the best.
Like I never eat veal, but like veal parmesan made for real Italian people is so fucking.
It's so good.
It's
and
so good.
tender.
And I ate it like before I knew what it was, like when I was young. So like, if I would have known, I would have probably never ate it.
I would have destroyed it. I would have been like, I don't care if you spit all over it and lick the damn
I just
chop.
wouldn't have eaten it if someone would have told me like what it entailed.
Hold on.
But now it's like I've already tasted it. It's
Wait
like
a minute.
it's like you already ate the apple. You know what I mean? Like, and you know how good it is.
Hold on. If a fucking little like calf came up to me and started licking
It's
my
so
face.
good.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You're telling me this is gonna be veal? Oh fuck, that's what veal is? Get over here. Give me that shit. What is it? 2 minutes old?
Like the guy,
Ah.
like the guy in No Country for Old Men with the fucking give it up.
That's such a good movie.
Like it's such delicious. That
With
Oh,
a
yeah.
fucking pressurized air gun.
we watched it again last week because Charlie had never seen it. Like,
And the
there's
actor,
so many movies that she hasn't
so
seen.
good.
We keep going. What the fuck? You haven't seen this? You haven't seen that? You haven't seen that?
oh no,
What? I'm
I gave your husband a chance to surrender and he didn't.
trying to show her all these old movies that she should have seen.
What? What movie?
All kinds of them. She hadn't seen hardly anything.
All right.
And she had never seen the Terminator. She never seen the Terminator.
The fuck's wrong
She'd
with your
never
girl, man?
seen
Yo, your girlfriend's broken.
yeah. No, that's why there was a bunch of them where I was like, man, I might have to break up. with
All right.
you.
Let's get this out of the way because I don't know this about you. Let's get this
Like,
out of the
she
way.
never seen Alien
Bruce.
or Aliens. You
All
know
right, top 10. What are your top 10?
what movies? of all
Yeah,
time?
yeah.
I don't like to rank movies.
All right, what are you going to watch over and over
A
again?
list of movies that I enjoy.
Yes, we want to see you. In fact, come see both of our shows. We've got lots of places we go to.
I like Harold and Maude a lot.
Harold and
I
Maude?
revisit that movie.
Which one?
Quite a bit.
Which
I
one?
mean, not quite a bit, but like through the years.
Well, what's the movie called?
It's called Harold and Maude.
Harold.
You've never
and
seen
Maude?
Harold and Maude? Oh, dude.
Wait, hold on. What the fuck? Now I got to look this up. What the fuck is
It's one of the best movies ever.
Harold and Kumar?
No,
No.
and Maude. It's right there. 1979 or no, 1971.
What
Yeah,
the
1971.
Fuck.
It's fucking amazing.
What? I've
Yeah.
never heard of
It's
this.
a movie about this depressed rich kid who he fakes suicide all the time, and for in his free time he goes to funerals. He's like obsessed with death, and
That is
he's
pretty
not
cool.
alive. Basically, he's a walking dead person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he meets this old lady who also goes to funerals, and they become friends. And basically, she teaches him how to live.
That's creepy as fuck.
No, well,
Well,
it is.
Julia says it's fucking
It's a
amazing.
dark comedy,
I gotta watch it.
and it challenges your views of, you know,
All right, so there's a movie that came out that
what being a human being is all about.
I'm liking right now. The Holy Mountain.
And of course, like Monty Python films and things like that.
El Topo. I want to see El Topo. I've never seen that, and I want to see. These are made by a guy named Jodorowsky or Jodorowsky.
Who? What?
Alexander Jodorowsky.
Who's that?
Who, he is a French Chilean filmmaker, and it's amazing.
I've never even heard of this. Is this like a new movie?
No.
Oh, it's old.
Yeah, hold on. The Holy Mountain is just such a trippy. It's a psychedelic movie, made in 1973.
Oh wow, it looks wild.
It's insane. It's just the most insane.
There's a weird Sean Connery movie from that time. I can't remember the
Yes.
name of it.
He plays a god.
And there's like this head that floats in the air. It's like-
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's a weird ass movie.
Oh yeah.
But it's from that time period where movies were like everybody was tripping on acid and shit.
Mhm. Oh, what the hell is the name of that?
Um,
Hold on a second. Here we go. Zardoz.
yes, Zardoz.
Zardoz.
It's such a fucking weird movie. Look at the outfit he's wearing.
Oh my God, Zardoz. There we go. Give everyone a nice look at the. Yeah, that was it. And each guy had a weapon. That was part of the movie. Each guy had.
Okay, check it out. You're gonna wear thigh-high boots, underwear, and suspenders.
And
Okay, and what else? Nothing else.
It's just ridiculous.
Who was in charge of the costuming for this film?
Oh.
It's like, what the fuck?
Oh my God, Zardoz.
Zardoz. Yeah, but no, but there was like this big floating head. I'll never forget it.
And by the way, he was bald back then. He
Right.
was bald as he was a cue ball. I mean, the hair that they would come up with. Oh, there we go. That's the end of the movie. At the very end, where he's with the wife, and they survive, and they're in the cave, getting older.
Did you ever see Outland?
No,
Sean Connery,
no.
where like he's on this base in space. It's like a moon on Mars, and he's like the base sheriff or whatever, you know. And yeah, there's a big conspiracy, and he uncovers it, and they're trying to kill him. Shit. But, I always remember that movie too because he's always.
But nothing is better.
They're always
than
like
this.
for somehow he would either when they were outside fighting, whenever they would crack their helmet or whatever,
Yeah.
their fucking head would just like explode, like
What the?
from the pressure of space.
Are you talking about Space Odyssey 2001?
No,
No,
it's
that
called
was-
Outland. It's a Sean Connery movie.
Okay. You got to look. You should definitely,
I've seen a lot of movies,
definitely. What you need to do
a
is
lot
this:
of concerts, a lot of like I've been.
get high, and take Ty Rivera with you. He'll appreciate this movie.
What's that?
Get high with you and Charlie and Ty and watch The Holy Mountain, start to finish.
The Holy Mountain.
Oh my God, it'll fuck your head up in
What
a
is
good
that?
way. That's the movie I just told you about.
No, but what is it?
All right, hold on. Should I do a? Let me see.
I like films that are different, you know, that anybody can make, you know.
Hold on a second. I don't know if we're allowed to play this. Fucking.
Oh my God, where's the kids or whatever movies, you know. What is this? The Holy Mountain?
Yes, it's fucking amazing.
What year was this made?
73.
Oh, it's a Jesus movie? Wait a minute. What the hell?
Nothing in your education or experience can have prepared you for this film. Alejandro Jodorowsky's The Holy Mountain.
This is the trip.
Some of these films. You ever like a movie like this? You go, how did this get made? You know, he's like, I'm going to make a film. Like, I need the money. What's the film about? Well, it is a surrealistic version of a. Well, it is. It has a religious undertone, and it is a.
It is outside the tradition of modern theater.
It is like nothing you've ever seen before.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's it. Well, as I said, it's outside. It's
Like, it is hard to describe, but my vision.
I mean, his movies
But
are.
you will know it when you see it on the screen. You know. It's
So the
like,
thing with this guy is his movies
all I
are.
need is $1 million, and it can make it this movie.
Why does he sound like Super Mario? What the fuck, man? You made him like Super Mario. What the fuck?
That's the only accent I can do.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, so he's from
Not good with the accent.
he's from Chile, and the movie was shot in Mexico, and he speaks French, English, and Spanish. And he was trained by Buddhist monks at one point in his life. So he wanted to become an artist, and then he left, and he was trained by Buddhist monks. So he's into all supernatural things. He's still alive. He's 90 years old.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying, that's not the only one. But I'm saying when you see bad movies like that, you're like, how did this movie get made? Like,
No,
how did he get the money to make it? You know,
no, that movie is a cult classic, and in fact, it's so big. Kanye West sought the guy out.
I don't think smoking weed is enough for that movie. You need to take mushrooms or something to totally absorb that and get
It
full
is-
experience.
The movie goes into basically each of almost like the 7 deadly sins in a sense, and
Right.
it's interesting. It's
It's
so
like a Dante's Inferno, but in a movie. Like,
But I just want to just fucking say it's me and Mario. It's me and Mario. No, but it's a trippy fucking movie.
I
And
just need a $1.5 million.
Amber goes, that could be intense on mushrooms. Yeah, that movie.
No,
Movie
that's what
is
I'm saying.
intense.
You can't just smoke weed and watch that. You gotta
And the whole movie, the ending is just throws you.
take some acid or mushrooms or something.
But the movie is always like the
It's
guy.
like The Wall. Like, that's another one. She never seen The Wall.
Mm.
It's like, you never seen The Wall?
Which one?
Pink Floyd's The Wall.
The movie?
Yes.
There was a movie?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Holy shit. Well, I don't think we can be friends anymore.
I was never big into Pink Floyd.
I didn't think you're that square, man.
A square. Hold on now. You just made yourself out to be a square by saying square. Shit.
Come on, man.
Hey, is anybody out?
Like an old beatnik.
An old beat. Like the Mighty Boosh.
That is not groovy, man. Like, it's like
Oh man.
I used to say all the time, like, exactly when did people stop calling each other Mac? We're like in the 50s.
Hey, Mac.
Hey, Mac, how you doing? You know, like,
Hey there, Mac.
for some reason, the Mac fell out of style. Like,
You know what I get from black guys? I get this from like middle-aged, older black guys. Hey,
Chief. man.
Yes,
People ever call
Chief.
people Chief.
yes, no, I still get that.
I know.
and always be like a 6'7" black guy coming in and goes with a toothpick in his mouth going, "Hey, Chief, let me get a look around this place. When I'm ready for you, I calls you. Let me look around here, Chief. All right? You good? All right there, Mac. All right, man. You good? You doing good there, big guy? All right, Mac.
Nobody said Mac.
No, I've had it at Fry's when I worked at Fry's.
Someone called you Mac?
Hey, Mac. Hey, look. Hey,
Dude,
hey, look.
this must have been an old dude. I said.
No, he's older. You know who came in once when I was working there? George Wallace. And he was
Really?
yes. And he's a skyscraper.
That's one thing I regret is that I didn't get a chance to see George Wallace. I mean, I can't say they didn't have a chance to see him. I had 1,000. I could have just went down.
He lives here.
I could have just went down there and paid and saw him. But
Yes.
I was waiting to figure out how I could get in without paying.
I'm excited. Don't you know me?
But now that the pandemic came on, I don't know if he's there anymore. Or if he's
No,
gonna come back.
he is he switched casinos. He is at I think George Wallace is playing
He
at-
was at the Westlake, but then his name's off the sign.
Ooh. I thought he was at you know what I'm thinking of? Wayne Newton. Wayne Newton went. Yeah, Wayne
He's
Newton.
still around.
Yeah. Dankeschön. Baby Dankeschön. He's at
There's like old people in the audience just like,
Bally's.
like this.
Oh no.
It's like
Oh no. My dad.
it's like a
So
scene from Creep Show. It's like a dead guy singing to other dead people.
no, my dad basically redid the National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation. My dad and mom were like, Bobby, we're gonna go see Wayne.
Right.
What?
And Donnie and Marie.
No, they didn't do that. My mom was thinking about it. She was in the lobby. Oh my God, we're gonna see Wayne Newton, and he's playing at the MGM Grand.
Every day I would come home from work and there's a big billboard, or there's not there anymore, but it was there. It was like, and the flamingo, Donnie and Marie.
No, they're not there anymore. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Who wants to
but
see this
for the
shit?
whole last year, just
Yeah.
drive past it every day. It's like, who the fuck is going to see Donnie?
All those Weight Watcher women, because Marie would go to like.
I'm just saying, it's like,
So basically,
It's like when you see the knife commercial at night and they have an audience. You're like, where did they get this audience?
hey man, Jim Bob, I just wanted to say
what are you
thank you.
doing tonight? I'm going to go watch them cut up stuff with knives. And they're paying us and they're giving us a free lunch,
Hey there, we just want to say a good thank you to our audience out here. We got a studio audience.
The My Pillow audience tonight. It's like,
Yo, that guy is fucking insane. Why is the fucking My Pillow guy a fascist? What the fuck? Hey, my name is Mike Lindell from my home state of
it's the
Minnesota.
softest, most fluffiest fascism you've ever seen.
I'm not gonna lie, I've got 3 of them. I can only sleep on a My Pillow. But people are like, are you gonna return it? No, I got a bad back.
Patented fill. What's in that patented fill? Cheese.
And in my patented fill, I've got nothing else but the finest and minced Jew that you'll ever see.
This guy is fucking nuts.
But I'm gonna be honest, it's a fucking amazing pillow.
The other
God
guy,
bless
the guy
him.
that's in Congress now. The guy that's in a wheelchair sometimes. Josh Howley.
Oh, he's in a wheelchair? Why is he in a wheelchair?
Is he in a wheelchair?
No, I don't think so.
Either way.
Yeah, he's a he looks.
Either way, the guy literally went to Hitler's house on vacation, took pictures, and then posted them on his Instagram. He's a Nazi. He doesn't care that you know it. Then there was a thing tonight said that a story I saw said right after Oklahoma City bombing, he wrote this op-ed like in support of militias. Basically the people that egged on Timothy McVeigh until he did that, and then backed away from him like they didn't know who he was. Oh,
well, the thing is, I
like kind of like Trump did, like egged them all on until they did that shit, and then he's like, "Oh, I don't know what."
Here's the difference between Trump.
I don't know how that happened.
This is the difference.
Certainly wasn't me or
between
I said
Trump and these people. Trump knew what he was doing.
Nobody denied it.
No.
He's
But
like,
Bruce,
I didn't know.
Bruce, Trump knew what he was doing, and he's going to just try to deflect and get out of this. These other fucking guys are well in the tank, well underwater. They believe what they're saying. The guy Hawley lost a Simon and Schuster.
Nazis.
He lost a Simon and Schuster book deal because he wouldn't stop. Well, there's irregularities in the election, and and he wouldn't stop it, and he's losing money for it. It's hurting him.
That's why they kicked the My Pillow guy
Off Twitter,
finally,
gone.
because he wouldn't stop sharing
Mike Lindell.
false election information, even though they asked him to stop 100 times, and he didn't. So they finally just kicked him off.
Yeah, well, I'm using the Lindell system of
We don't get it. These
elections.
people are Nazis. Like, I found this fascinating show on Amazon Prime. It's called The Hitler Chronicles. But unlike most of the documentaries that you see, this one is like there's very little narration. It's all words from people who were alive back then.
They try to reenact.
It's all like, no, it's like diary entries
Yeah.
and notes from meetings.
Yeah.
And interviews with people who
Right.
lived in the town when he was a child. And they start from his birth all the way. And they're like, there's a lot of it says in the beginning that there's a lot of archival footage and things that have never been seen before. They have all these films from way back, like the earliest films ever recorded. It's actually very interesting. But as you're watching it, you realize that this is not a phenomenon that's new, or people have always been this way.
Well, no shit.
There's always a certain amount of people who are fanatical believers in whatever. And
But we knew this. Look,
that's
what
I hope that
annoys me
people learn the lesson this time.
no, they
The
won't.
only way to keep those people
They won't.
No, but I'm saying the only way to keep those people from taking charge is to vote. And
Well,
if
it's
you
not
don't-
even that.
because they're going to vote, and if you don't vote, then they'll win. But there's more of us than there are of them.
But
long
I'm
as
going to
more
say this right
people
now. I'm going
go
to say this
vote.
right now, Bruce. And I said this to my father earlier today. My father's a big conservative. I said, first of all, they're doing this point counterpoint on all the major networks. What do you do with Trump? Do you impeach him? He's already out of office. Why even bother? And I go,
Because you got to make a point.
exactly. He committed a crime. And you go, well, no, he said something, and very impressionable people did what they thought. And he said, no. He goes, you march down to the Capitol, you tell them how you feel, and I'm going to be marching with you. So he made it seem, he implied, he said, I'm going to go, not even implied, he said, I'm going to go down there with you. So I'm going to overthrow.
He went to the bunker.
Right. He went to the
Watched
fucking
it on TV.
No, but here's the thing. And then it took him 2 hours to say, don't do that. So if you don't do anything, anyone can do this down the line. You could
Well, that's what
basically
I'm saying. You're setting the precedent.
Right,
It's okay.
right
The
now.
next guy will push it even further.
What's happening?
That's what I'm saying. You got to
Right,
make an example.
right.
Out
You
of
gotta
it. Same
make it-
as the people that went into the Capitol building. If you don't want people to do that again, you got to make an example. Go, hey, if you do this, you're going to fucking jail.
But
like,
the
we're
thing
not fucking
is-
around.
The thing is,
Otherwise, people would think, oh, we can just go in there anytime we
but
want.
the thing is that Trump basically is cool. He's a cult of personality. So some of these Republicans are scared. They're going like Marco Rubio. They keep interviewing him and he goes, this is stupid. It's a waste of time. You're throwing gas on a burning fire. Wait a minute. No. What they're afraid of is they're afraid that their base turns on them and there's anarchy, but there already was anarchy. We're
That's what I'm
already
saying.
here,
They
people.
already made the deal with the devil.
They already did it. We're
And
past that
he
point.
already. That's what I've been saying the whole time.
But these
And
people,
now
Bruce.
They're going, oh my God, we made a deal with the devil. It's like, people have been telling you this from the very beginning. Even they knew it. Lindsey Graham said in the beginning, he was like, if we take Trump, we did be the end of the Republican Party and we'll deserve it. And now they're there.
But what happened?
And they're like, oh my
But
God,
what
how
happened?
did this happen? Like,
He didn't stick to his guns. See, the problem is this. The problem with this is that the Republican Party doesn't have another Trump guy. They don't have another Trump guy, Bruce.
Know what I'm saying? It was,
No, Bruce.
This morning on the Hitler thing, the guy said the same thing. He's like, well, they made him chancellor. He's like, well, they believe they're in, and there was some newspaper editors thing, and he was like, well, they thought they could control him, like,
Right.
and it's like the same as Trump. Like, oh, they thought they could control him once they got him in there. It's like, well, you're fucking stupid if you thought you could control.
But the
this
point
guy.
is, this is the most important point, Bruce. This is the most important point is now they don't have a replacement for him. The Republicans don't have a guy with his bravado.
Yeah, but who's the young Democrat people that are coming up?
There's nobody. You're not going to
There
get.
are no real leaders. That's what I'm saying. There is no like Kennedys or
The only
people
guy-
who stand out. Like
the
you go,
only
oh yeah,
guy-
that person could be. It's going to be something like. Neither side has that now.
Gavin Newsom is the only guy
I've
I've
been
heard
saying
about.
that forever, but
Gavin Newsom for California, but California is a very
But
polarizing place.
this and the pandemic is not helping.
No, he doesn't look good with the pandemic because a lot of people died, and he doesn't look good. Bill Maher was saying this. Bill Maher goes, I have a solar panel on my roof that I've been trying to get connected by P&G for 4 years, and I have this shed in the back of my house that I've been trying to get built, and I can't get a permit. That's California. So people are going to look at that and go, I don't want this fucking guy running my country. There is no permit. But the Republicans have a bigger problem because they don't have another Trump person. And how's that going to reflect? Here's my problem.
Well,
with
they're all going to start like competing to see who could be the
But
craziest.
my thing
It's already
is,
happening.
right? But my thing is this: when it comes to Democrats and progressives and liberals, whatever you want to call it, they don't vote for all the small shit in elections. So what's going to happen 2 years from now, mark my words, is the House and the Senate's going to flip the other direction because all of the Republicans are loyal to their senators. It's going to flip the other direction. Biden's going to lose control of the House, the Senate.
It all depends.
Mitch
on what
McConnell
happens.
will become
If Trump starts this Patriot Party thing, he's going to start primarying all these people, and what's going to happen is what happened in Germany is all they need is the numbers in Congress. That's how the Nazis took over Germany. Was when they started, there was like 19 of them in the parliament or whatever that they had, the Reichstag.
Yeah.
Then they got to like hundreds of them, and they took over the majority, and that's how they were able to make him the chancellor.
That's not
But
gonna
what
happen.
I'm saying is, no, but you get more and more of these Tea Party crazy fuck QAnon people into the Congress, more and more and more and more of them. And if they primary these dudes out.
Now Bruce has got a good point here. Now, but
What I'm saying is, once they get the numbers in the Congress, now you're looking at something that's really fucking dangerous. Like these
Yeah.
people are fascists.
Yeah.
Deep down inside, no matter what they say about how they must
Julia's
love
got
the
a
Constitution
Julia's
and
got
all
a
that
point.
shit,
Julia has a point.
Freedom. No, these are Christian right-wing fascists.
But
Generally,
Julia's got a point. They're going to want to put one of the kids in there, and it's going to be Don Jr.
oh, yeah, John. No, he's
Don
already
Jr.
he's already fucking talking like I said that a while ago on my Facebook page.
But
Like,
he's not
He
his
actually
dad.
thinks he can be the president.
He's not his
he's-
dad.
No, but I'm saying he thinks he can. He's trying.
Yeah.
He's already into that mode where now he's every day he's just tweeting ridiculous bullshit. You know, just like his
That
dad.
shinless freak is not his
I
dad.
don't
Look,
think so either, but
Ivanka.
he thinks that.
If Ivanka goes, I want to be the president. What are your qualifications? Or did these qualify me? Just hold on.
I'm just like, I find it.
I'm
insane.
almost a virgin. Jared almost never.
I find it
fucks me.
insane that this country fought a war to get free from
The stuff
a
that
monarchy and shit like that, and now there's people 250 years
No.
later who are like, we need to worship this one family, and then him,
No.
and then his kids, and then
no, but Bruce, you're forgetting about the 60s and the 70s of the Kennedys. You had
it's fucking nuts.
John Kennedy, Robert Kennedy, Jack Kennedy. You had the whole Kennedy
Ted.
legacy.
Don't forget
Kennedy.
Ted.
Yeah. Ted, that's what I meant to say. Ted
Right?
Kennedy.
Don't forget Ted and his girlfriend in the lake.
Yeah. My girlfriend in Chappaquiddick. Can I get a
It's insane.
Chappaquiddick?
Like that's another just example of it's insane what rich people are allowed to get away with in this country, and
But
then
that's-
what they do to poor people who have nothing, and they'll just lock you away forever for the slightest, littlest infraction.
But that's what I want
But
to
if
say.
you're a rich man and you drown some woman in your car, you can never go to jail and still keep your Senate seat.
Yeah. But no, but that's why with Trump, it was different. It was not.
Like if you don't get kicked out of fucking Congress for fucking killing a girl, you know, like pretty much like what Trump did. But, all right, you convinced me. What Trump did is pretty mild compared to
Hey, Brad, my car's
actual
skidded.
murder. You know, like
Yeah, Brad, my car's skidded, and I'm looking for a Chappaquiddick.
it's just
No. Look, it's very simple. He incited the violence. The blood's on his hand. He put people's lives in danger.
well,
Cop
I've been
died.
saying from
A
the
cop
very
fucking
beginning.
died. I don't want to hear the bullshit anymore. I don't give a fuck if you like him. I don't give a fuck if you think he's going to bring you freedom. I don't give a fuck if you think he's the next coming of God. He's none of those things. Your freedom is your own. It's not
You don't
great.
know, man.
It's not bestowed on you by.
You don't know that?
It's not bestowed on you by Donald Trump.
He's
You're-
the shadow president now.
No,
He's
no,
just shadow. Every
No,
the
but
Biden
Bruce,
administration,
Bruce.
it's all an illusion.
Bruce,
Have you seen that shit?
I want people to remember this. Your freedom, everything that you have is not bestowed upon you by one guy. It's bestowed upon you, by the
Yeah.
mass of you. That's why.
Stand-up has that, but he's like, you're born free.
Yes.
You're born absolutely free. He's like,
So when you
except for the laws of
Bruce,
nature.
Bruce,
The laws of nature are
Bruce,
the only
Bruce,
laws
Bruce.
that really
when
exist.
you say that Trump is so powerful and you hand over control to him, you say that he's going to make you free. He's going to honor all this and that. You're giving your power over to him. You are now giving him a level of authority that you are taking away from yourselves. To give that to him means to take it away from yourself. So remember, Republicans always give you this bullshit is, oh, the worst thing you ever want to hear is like what Ronald Reagan always said, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. You're asking somebody
No, check it
to
out.
take away your rights at
What-
every
No,
level.
but listen, what I found fascinating was, and what makes this show I was watching different than others, is because, like I said, you hear the words of people who lived at that time. Some of them just regular citizens. Like there was this letter that these kids wrote to Hitler, and they were like, you know, and you are going to bring back Germany, like with a firm, strong hand. You know, like that's what they want. There's a certain percentage of people that need that. They need a strong leader. It's going to tell them what to do. And, you know, and then those people have always been around. They're always going to be around. You're never going to just get rid of them. And so we live in a democracy. So the only way to fight them is to vote more than them. Otherwise, you're giving them a voice. Most of the time, a bigger voice than the numbers would suggest. And that's how fascists have always been able to take over countries.
Why?
Because fascists have never been the majority of the population.
Yes, but what I want
Never.
but would you have to remember this,
But
Bruce?
they've been able to take
Right
over
now,
countries
right
because
now,
people sleep on it and they
But
think it's
right
not
now-
a big deal.
right now is not the time to worry about this. I'm going to explain why. You got to worry about this a year and a half from now when the midterm
No, but that's
elections
what I'm
come.
saying is,
But when the midterm elections come, Bruce, this is time to worry about it. Now you got to let Biden do his job. He's doing a lot of executive
I must
orders.
say something right now. He did something today that I've been screaming for
What?
years and years.
What
and
would he
years.
do?
He's trying to end the contracts, government contracts, federal contracts with the private prison industry.
Oh,
The for-profit prison industry is a fucking blight on humanity. It never should have existed. It's an abhorrent fucking practice that is inhumane at every level. No one should make money off of the incarceration of other human
And
beings,
they're not
which
accountable
therefore
to anyone.
incentivizes said incarceration
Yes.
because you need to incarcerate so over many to make a
Yeah.
profit.
Yeah.
So it never should have existed in the first place. And if he can get rid of that, to me, he's already been a successful president.
Well, this is what I
Period.
wanted. I wanted the World Health
End of story.
Organization. I wanted
Because that should have been addressed long
Yes.
ago. It never should have been allowed to exist. The same as these Blackwater military fucking shit. Like same thing. How long do you think it'll be before
Julia hit the nail right on the head.
what
Julia hit-
Blackwater is
but-
like the
but-
SA was in
Bruce. Julia just hit the nail right on the head.
What?
These idiots who think Antifa is fascism are contradicting themselves. They don't realize they're asking for fascism. Well, it's not
Yes.
that they're asking for fascism. They want to. They are part of it. They're unwillingly
Right. Or willingly.
unraveling. Yeah, or
What
willing.
they want is to impose their will upon you.
You know what it is? You know what it reminds me of? You remember V for Vendetta?
Mhm.
When the mobs were walking out in the street killing people who were out after curfew, and it was just random thugs.
Right.
That's what it is. And you go, well, Rob, no, these guys are protecting American freedom because they're pushing back against the government. No, the government basically said under Trump that it no longer functions without him. Without him, it cannot function. And therefore, you get to basically fuck the 70 million
Well,
people, fuck the rest of the country.
I've
A
said-
handful of you are going to now decide the fate of all of us.
Yes.
That's fascism. You're not freeing
What do
anyone.
you think Mitch McConnell's been doing for?
No, well, now he's unraveling
No, I know
that.
what I'm saying, but I'm saying for years and years and years.
Yeah, I know, but now,
He's like, I don't care how many people.
well, you know
voted
what they
for
tried to do? They tried to bar yesterday the Democrats from
I
taking
know.
control of the House
The
and the Senate.
committees.
They tried to block the committees,
Yeah.
and he had no legal framework to do it. So he finally was like, "All right, I'll let you in." Wait, what do you mean you'll
Right.
let?
All right.
It's over. You
Right.
lost. Out.
I think he's used to getting his way now.
And he had to give the keys
Yes,
to
give
Chuck
the fucking
Schumer.
key.
He had to give the keys to Chuck Schumer, and
Yes.
he didn't want to do it. And they and these you have to understand.
I would have liked to.
All
see
of the
that.
politicians on both sides are
I would
lawyers.
have loved to. have been
Josh
there.
Hawley is a lawyer. They're educated at some of the highest levels. They know the law. They basically abuse the system in every which way.
Did you see the fucking Dominion voting system? Sued Giuliani
Yeah.
for $1.2 billion.
And you know what his answer was? His answer was, "I don't know any billionaires to help me." Wait a minute, you're working for Trump. I thought you said he's a billionaire.
No, but I'm saying, I hope they take every fucking penny that he has and leave him in a cardboard fucking box where he deserves, sitting there with Just for Men fucking drifting down his face.
He used to be the
Sucking
most
dicks for
respected.
cheeseburgers, you know, like.
He used to be the most respected guy. I met him.
No, but I'm
He's-
worried what he deserves to happen to him.
Yeah, no. He used to be the most
It won't, but-
respected guy in America. In America. September 11th, 2001. September 11th,
Yes.
2002.
He was America's man.
3, 4, 5. He ran for president, and he had a terrible campaign.
Yep.
All he ran about was 9/11. All he ran about was 9/11. Hey, what's your answer for the environment? 9/11. What's your 9/11? And he lost.
Was
and
it-
he
what year was that?
2004.
Was it?
2004.
Giuliani, 2004. Remember me?
No, and he thought that was going to be enough to bring him over the finish line. And by the way, I would have voted for him. You have to remember something. You have to see where New York City was before him and after him. He was.
But you just see, but underneath,
Yes.
fascist. How do you think he cleaned that up?
But that
That's what I'm
was.
saying. How do you think he cleaned it up? He did clean it up, but
Yes, he did.
how did he do it?
But there was.
By instituting fascist police policing policies.
And here's the thing about that. You know what? I thought about that.
Stopping and frisking.
If you go back in time, to Mayor Ed Koch, and you go back in time to David Dinkins, where the crime was ridiculous. I was 5 years old. My mom wanted to take me to Ice Capades. So it was my mother and my aunt and me, and we got on the train. We were going to go to the big city. Meanwhile,
I've seen both sides. I mean, I saw New York when it was.
It was horrible. You had to look over your shoulder everywhere you
I
went.
saw people get mugged before.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And that was a double-edged sword. But then the problem was when New York got better, they didn't slow down with that shit, and they ramped it up even after New York got better. And that was
under they were like, this
Bloomberg.
Works. Yes, fucking.
And that was
harass, choke,
and that was the thing.
Shoot 47 times. You know.
Oh, Sean Bell. And that was it. And that was the thing.
Remember
the
that guy?
Was, yeah, that was in Queens.
Right on the fucking porch.
No.
47 times.
Not the porch. It was a guy on his wedding, on his bachelor party. An undercover cop
Well,
came
there
up
was
to him.
another guy that was going in his house. At his door, they shot him 47
And that's
times.
the thing. And the police got out of control. And so what happened was right now, the mayor, de Blasio, pushed back.
For his wallet.
De Blasio pushed back against all that. Now the police don't like him. And what I'm hearing from friends on both sides of the aisle.
Of course, the police don't like him. Half of them are fascists, too.
Well, the problem is you're quitting. And now what's happening is New York City is rolling in the other direction. People are telling me that the violence and the crime is getting out of control. And everybody I know is leaving. The liberal people are leaving. The conservative people are leaving. They don't want to deal with it. So it was bad. What they did.
Well, there's a lot of people leaving California right now.
California and New York are the cause,
I
but New
even
York
see
is
it now,
also.
like,
I'm talking about the tri-state area.
Here, you can see that all these LA comics are just popping up. I just moved from LA. Man. I just moved from LA.
Are we going to see some of our friends return?
I don't know.
Logan Quiros.
I don't know.
Long story short is it was too much in one direction. Now it's going the other direction, and these things happen in cycles.
I don't understand
I don't want to get lost.
Find the sweet spots in the middle.
All right. What I want is 2 years from now is when I'm going to be concerned. And maybe a year from now, 2022, middle of 2022, when you got to start worrying about who's going to be doing what in the midterms, what seats are up, and who you got to put your juice behind. Because some of these seats that are there, Ossoff and Warnock, they barely got in. They got in on a technicality because Ossoff lost. And then they had a technicality rerun bullshit, and he won. God bless, he won. But this is the same thing as in Alabama when a Democrat won.
Right, but my point being, people see that. People learn, hopefully.
No, they
They're
don't.
like, you have to vote. If you want to make a difference,
people are
you
lazy.
got to vote.
They're
If you're just sitting around fucking bitching, you're not doing anything.
If you want the country to be more progressive,
it's either vote or eventually fight these people in the street. And
they're armed.
And that's another thing. Like,
they're ready to kill.
I watched some things about like the old West or like Jesse James and shit. And you realize the same things. Like, this country's always been this way.
Yeah.
The internet just makes it feel more like, you're living in this time where, or if you see like the 60s and shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's all these riots and people burning, it's all the same.
Yeah.
This country's always been this way. So it's not like anything new, that crazy. And it's been way farther where, brothers are shooting their brother. Like,
well, what's going to happen is this.
The only question is, could that happen again? You know what I mean?
No, what you need is somebody with the vocalization, with the ability to command a crowd like Donald Trump or Obama, or going further back, Kennedy. You need something of that level where somebody can capture a crowd. And those three guys were the best presidents at capturing a crowd. Hillary Clinton, for all her knowledge, could not capture a crowd. Bill Clinton could capture a crowd. He's another one. Okay. Ronald Reagan could capture a crowd.
It's like Biden. Like, I don't think that Joe Biden would be the president right now if it wasn't for Donald Trump.
Yeah, and COVID.
There's just so many people. No, I'm just saying. There's so many people hated Donald Trump.
Yeah, Donald Trump. Joe
That
Biden
they wanted him
win.
gone.
Yeah,
that they all went out to vote, and you could have put a fucking dead guy up there, and he would have been. I'm telling you. No, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's not that guy that you're talking about.
No,
he's not. Joe Biden doesn't go up on the stage and you don't go, "Oh my God, this guy."
But neither is Bernie. But to a degree, neither is Bernie Sanders.
At least Bernie's saying some shit that's
fine.
He's got some modern ideas, at least.
He's got modern ideas, but he's got him trapped in a 90-year-old crotchety Jew body.
Right. Yeah.
And that's it. If you put Obama up there with his ideas, if you put Elon Musk up there,
Oh God, you don't want Elon.
No,
President
whatever.
Elon Musk.
no, I got one. I got Mark Cuban.
Thank God that
Mark
Elon Musk
Cuban.
is a South African dude and
Yeah,
he
he
can't
can't-
be
yeah,
the
that's right.
president.
Mark Cuban. If Mark Cuban decides to run for president, that captures my attention. And if Mark
Right.
Cuban comes up there and gives, illuminating speeches and is an actual billionaire, like a certifiable billionaire, and he wants to do the job right, I might go. But what's going to happen is two things. Biden's not going to leave. He's going to want to run twice. He's not going to just
I
bow
don't
out.
think so.
He's
Look
not-
at him now.
No, he'll stay.
No, I thought myself, I was like, man, he sounds and looks.
And Kamala
you know,
Harris
he
is.
looks and sounds pretty old. It's like
Kamala Harris is
in
not.
4 years he's going to be even more
Yeah.
old because it's a stressful
How old
fucking
is he?
gig.
How old is he?
I don't know, but I'm just saying if you just listen to him talk, you're like, he sounds like
He's
an old man.
78, so he'll be 82.
Right, 82. He can't run again. I don't want him to be the president again. You want an 86-year-old man president?
Oh,
He's almost 90 years old. You know what I mean? Like, no.
just let me tell you,
That's my point is until we get rid of that,
I'm going to take Donald Trump out behind the shed. And
someone's
going
going to break that. Right, exactly.
I'm going to beat Donald Trump's ass. And, where am I? Just fucking.
Here's the pudding, sir.
All right, wait. No, just. No. So no. Here's the thing with Bernie and Donald Trump. Bernie would have grabbed the coast, no problem. Bernie's problem is the Midwest, and Bernie's problem is that the Democrats don't like him, and because the Democrats don't like him,
Democrats
they torpedoed him.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a movie Fahrenheit 11/9, and they're going over the primaries, and literally in the state of West Virginia, voted for Bernie. It went to Hillary, and they're going.
I know.
The state of West Virginia votes for Hillary Clinton, and as the woman says, there's a sign up there. Every county went for Bernie. They fucked him at every
I know, but
chance.
that's what I don't want to get is people keep saying that too. People are like, he could have won.
No, he couldn't have.
He never,
No, he
never.
would not
It's
have
like-
won.
it's
He would
like,
not
dude,
have won.
Look,
The Democrats, Debbie Wasserman Schultz,
a lot
back
of
then
people want him.
would have torpedoed the shit out of him. He was
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's why he couldn't win because the fuck Democrats, not
Stacey
because he
Abrams.
couldn't win. If they would have got behind him
Stacey Abrams.
like they should have,
Stacey Abrams
because
is
he
done.
has his people are fucking loyal.
Yeah, but Stacey Abrams had no chance in hell. I mean, the guy who was running the election process was her opponent. And
Yeah,
now
I know.
that she's not a senator and she's not a governor, so she's useless. She's not going to
That's
jump
not
from
true.
nothing.
She helped him get 2
No,
Senate seats.
no. But what I'm saying is she's not going to be a president. She's never going to
No,
be a
she's going to
president.
be one of them. She's already become one of them. She's one of them backroom
Yeah, and that's where she
fucking
used to be.
power broker. People.
What I want to see now is I'd like to see Ossoff and Warnoff hold. They're going to hold the Senate seats for 4 years. I think it's minimum. So they're not going to come up in the midterm.
No, it's minimum.
What?
Yeah, 4 years
That's
minimum.
right. So they're safe. I don't know how that means for the Senate. You got to hold on to the House. You got to hold on to the Senate. If you don't have the House, then the Republicans put up a bunch of shitty bills. The Democrats swat them down. Nothing gets done. If it goes the other
It's just
direction,
become what's happened
if it goes, it stays the way it was
during
2
Mitch
years ago.
McConnell's tenure, but in reverse.
Yeah. If it goes where we lose the Senate, but you keep the House, then the Democrats put up bills and McConnell swats them down. So it's
Well, again, how much longer he going to be there? Now he's not the majority leader. He might not
no,
run
he'll
again.
never leave. He'll never leave.
How old? He's old, dude. How old is he?
He is 78 years old, and he will never leave.
Yeah, he could have another 10 years, maybe
Let me see. Let's see.
78.
Oh, look at that. That's his half Asian daughter. Not bad. You know.
He had a grudge fucker. Like, I hate your father.
Hey, Elaine.
Hate your father so much.
Hold on a second there. That's not bad. That's Asian milfage right there.
That's his wife.
Man, that's not bad. You can. I'm sure she's got that, Bangkok sucking action down.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. That's.
Okay, did you see him? Go back.
Oh yeah.
Look at him
Oh,
looking
yeah.
at him.
He's easy.
He's like, oh,
I'm gonna fuck the hell out of you. I'm gonna fuck you
We're
over like
fine.
you're a black minority. I'm gonna fuck you over like I'm trying to redline you. I'm gonna fuck you over like you're a Jew in 42. I'm gonna fuck you so hard your credit score is going to be
Which is
as
when you-
high as any black man's ever allowed to live. 500. Oh,
No, you
wait, hold
you
on.
just
Robin
listen.
Bruce should run for president and VP.
right.
This, here's what I would do. I would go-
Charlie asked me the other night when she's like, promise me that you never become a politician. And I was like, I don't think I can promise you that. I was like, I'm probably 99.9% sure that I will probably never do that.
No, hold on.
But I was like, I can't promise you that I would never do it. You know what I mean?
Here's
Because if I thought that I could
yeah.
make a difference
Yeah.
actually and not just be some guy who's talking to people on
Yeah.
Facebook all the time. No matter how many there are, it's like it still doesn't feel like you're doing something. Right?
Excuse me. Candidate Boss Larry.
If I thought that I could get elected,
I get it, I
somewhere,
get
then
it, I
would,
get it.
I might try to run.
But I'd have to address some situations immediately. I'd have to address some things. Candidate Boss Larry, is it true that you were seen in the dumpster behind the Orleans casino with a hooker? My
Well,
fellow,
it's Las Vegas.
my fellow Americans, I want to make something perfectly clear. She said she was willing and of age, and she gave a reasonable rate for an over/under. I did participate. There was penetration, full contact, eye contact, and yes, even some kissing was involved. No 69. Tried to mitigate the spread of communicable diseases. A prophylactic was used, and yes, there were repeat performances. I have done this multiple times. I was not married at the time. I was not running for office at the time. I'm running for office now. And right now, I look at a country in need of change, real fundamental change. Now,
More people should get dumpster blowjobs. Matter of fact, that's number 3 on my platform, right behind healthcare, education, and
My VP,
once
folks.
a week dumpster blowjobs for everybody.
now, I just want to make this
My
perfectly
belief that
clear.
that's how you maintain order and peace in this world.
I just want to make something perfectly clear, and this goes out to you, Latifah. Latifah, if you're listening, I want to say thank you. Thank you on behalf of a very tired American populace that has forgotten what it is like to have a good oral session. I'd like to say thank you because unlike my wife, you did not need collagen lip implants. Your lips are naturally beautiful and provided the right amount of comfort on this tired American shaft.
I will tell you this. The stupid is at levels now that is mind numbing, that makes your head hurt, like to see it. Like,
Look,
how did the population of this country get to be so fucking
systematically
stupid? No,
done.
it's a systematic
through
dismantling of the
education.
educational system. I know that.
But the problem is,
But it's just,
if you
it's
talk to
just also
entrepreneurs,
just like, what?
I want
the
to
fuck?
address that. If you talk to entrepreneurs, and I've gone in those areas, and I've met these people, and they all homeschool their kids, all of them. And you meet any millionaire that's not like a celebrity, not a celebrity, but maybe somebody who's wealthy in some circle, but that is not a celebrity. 9 out of 10 chances, I guarantee you, they will not be taking their kid to any type of private school, or they homeschool their kids. They get private tutors for their kids, and it was described to me by one guy. He goes, "Look, we don't like capitalism either. We want free enterprise where people get their winners and losers. In other words, we don't want there to just, we don't want a town of individual shops being run out by one Walmart. So if you speak to people who are of the mindset of not kind of this social conservatism where, the nation's at siege 24 hours a day, we're red alert all the time.
No, but that's what I mean.
There's
Biden,
actual
okay, how
practical-
long was Biden? What's the date today? The 26th. Okay. Biden's been in office for 6 days, right?
Yeah.
If you listen to conservative media,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, he's already lost these many jobs, and it's all this, and then gas prices going to go through the roof, and Joe Biden's wearing a Rolex, and you're just like,
I got a question. Hold
like,
on.
oh, you're free.
Wait,
you
Bruce, I got a
you're like,
question. Wait a
all
minute.
of this stuff is
Yeah, blowjobs for everyone.
it's
Yes.
ridiculous. Like,
Well, no, saying I do. It's something just occurred to me.
it's
They've
like
been
made
talking-
up.
but-
All of it, most
Wait a
of
minute.
it.
Wait. More to the point. They've been talking about this Keystone Pipeline, which Biden pulled the plug on that.
Yeah.
Trump was in office for 4 fucking years. He couldn't get that thing built. He had unlimited, unfettered access.
He was trying to make the wall.
He literally could have, and he could have done that. He
Well,
had
that's what I mean.
unfettered access. For
They
4
ignore
years. He got nothing done.
everything that he did or didn't do.
He
Like, there's
could've-
still people that are like, "Oh, he did so much," you know. And
What
You're like, dude,
did
he
he
took the pile
do?
of, just like I told you they would. On day one,
did he do?
they signed a big pile of shit that just erased everything that he did.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah, knocked
Like,
him
and
right out.
now that they're going to release some kids, there's not going to be no more family separation. There's going to be no more wall. There's going to be no more, like, okay,
No,
so
there'll be
what
a
did he
wall. It just
do?
won't be what he wanted.
What did he do?
Nothing.
No, that's my point. Like,
Oh, no,
okay,
he
then
moved-
tell me what he did.
He moved the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem.
No, but that's what I'm saying is they live in an invented fantasy world that's not even real.
He moved the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, and then
Just like this thing, like I said, they're like gas prices. I said today, it's like I just bought premium gas for less than $3. But yet, for the last week on the internet, all I hear is all gas prices going through the roof.
No, it's not.
Like, this is all Joe Biden's fault. He's been in office
The
for 6
reason
days.
why the gas
Then
prices
yesterday I
are
saw
going through the
something
roof. The
where
reason why
they
the gas
tried to blame COVID deaths on him. He's been there for 6 days.
Well, look, it's Fox
Like,
News.
they're not
It's
gonna act
OAN. It's
Like,
it's
oh,
Newsmax.
it's fucking.
They've got to gin up their, as you say, I'll use your verbiage. They've got to gin up their crowd because they're losing ratings, and they know that their
just
ratings
saying,
are
like,
linked
The
to
whole
hate.
take on everything.
Those
is
both sides. By
ridiculous.
the way, and the same thing for MSNBC, same thing for CNN. Their ratings are linked to ginning up the crowd, scaring the shit out of them if you're liberal, pissing them off if you're
It's
conservative.
like I said today.
If you stand back from it and you look at it, you go, "Wow, I'd have to be a fucking idiot."
If you watch that shit like I was watching about, and I have for my whole life about Nazis, right? Think about this.
Oh no, wait.
Think about this.
Julia, it's got to answer to you. No, Bruce. Some idiot judge in Texas overrode the immigrant moratorium.
You know, I saw that.
So
I
wait a
didn't-
minute,
I didn't read
so-
the article. I just saw the thing. But yeah, no, some Trump reported judge stopped something. I don't know. That doesn't matter. They'll take it to the Supreme Court.
And the Supreme Court.
I don't believe that this judge thing that they're talking about is going to be that big of a deal. And actually, it's better because if you adjudicate cases like this all the way to the Supreme Court, then they're done forever. And they can never come back and do the same shit.
No,
So-
Roe versus Wade. They found
Well, they're
facets.
trying to do that, but look at how long it has been. What are you doing? You're not going to play Star Wars right now. Settle down, geek. No, it's crazy. But my point being is this. This is how insane it is. It's some kind of psychosis where they said they have to create these lies and manipulate reality to justify their worldview because in real life it doesn't work. Think about this. There are Nazis in the world today who saw Nazis get what they wanted. And you saw how that flamed out so epically hard. And they're like, this obviously doesn't work, right? But no, there are still people that go, no, this is the way.
The Mandalorian.
We can make this work. No, but you know what I mean?
And it
Like,
never
like,
worked.
it never worked.
It never worked. Never worked.
and it never will.
No.
But they still keep telling themselves, this is the way it'll work. You know,
And that's the thing.
like, if everything was just like this, it would work perfectly. Like, no, it doesn't work perfectly. And it's
Well,
been proven
The biggest
over
thing,
history
the biggest thing that
many
they're-
fucking times that it doesn't.
the thing that's pissing,
And yet they still
the
keep
thing that's
saying
pissing off, the thing
It's
that's
like a
pissing off,
mental-
the thing that's pissing off Fox right now is he's going back and pushing for the Paris Climate Accord, and that has them in a frenzy. because all
Oh,
they see
sure.
is it's going to destroy the economy. And
no, that's
but-
just it. Jobs. That's what they're always saying.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Joe Biden destroy jobs.
yeah, by the way, the pipeline,
now
the
the coal
Keystone pipeline,
industry.
the Keystone pipeline, I think is not even 1,000
Clean
jobs.
coal. That's one of the most hilarious fucking things I've
Coal
ever
killed
fucking
coal.
heard in my life. Clean coal.
Oh yeah, well that's a joke.
You ever seen coal
Yeah, no,
or been around it?
Uh-huh.
Or like have you ever? My dad used to have a coal burning stove, and that's how he heated his house in the winter.
and yeah, and it was and black, and you get
It's the
miners
dirtiest,
lung.
nastiest fucking shit you've ever fucking
and,
seen.
to-
You're
and
like,
to-
oh,
you
yeah.
can't just burn coal. You have to chemically clean coal, and then you have to have a source of water.
Oh no. My dad would bring the coal home right from the fucking train. My dad worked for the railroad. So he just gets some off the train car.
Yeah, but to make it burn more efficiently,
Bring it
it's like,
home and
right.
put his fucking nut. You just burn it in the fucking
Yes.
thing.
But you have to do it more efficiently. They chemically clean it, and then they dump the chemical cleaner back into the river. So
either way.
it's
It's not clean in any way.
no.
And to say that it is ridiculous. And that's what I'm saying is these are just people who don't want to change.
No, but
In
I'm
any
gonna
way.
take the opposite argument. I'm going to take the opposite argument.
You don't want the world to change.
But no, but Bruce, the opposite argument is this. Look, what you're saying could be right. Could be right. I don't have access to what you have access to. And yes, I probably haven't been looking. But in the meantime, this is my only means of income. So I know people, who are into fracking, and they go to Texas or they go to another state and they dig test spots and they do all, and they make $100,000. $100,000 is not a chump change. And then you're gonna go, well, that's bad because why is it bad? Well, to frack, you've got to go through bedrock,
Yeah.
pump the ground with water and chemicals.
Yeah.
The water and chemicals seep into the
Yeah.
water table that we ingest,
Yeah. Not
and
to
it's
mention
toxic.
disrupting the tectonic plates.
Right.
causing
So in
earthquakes.
Oklahoma, they have earthquakes in Oklahoma. It's not a seismically active area until now.
Right.
So you
No,
go.
no, totally coincidence though.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah, yeah.
has nothing to do with all that fracking.
Right.
I'm certain.
Right. Now, in the case of coal, what happened was a lot of those guys lost their jobs anyway because they can, instead of having a bunch of miners, they could just go down with one big mega machine and drill. They don't need a bunch of miners. Technology is going to kill any fossil fuel job you could tell me about, where I had to have a team of guys research the area, scout it out, dig it up. I don't need them. I don't need them. You can have a mass drill just go into the center of the earth and get coal. You don't need a bunch of guys with pickaxes.
Well, now they've taken so much of it that's when that's why they had to start strip mining and shit.
Yeah.
Now they got to they can't just drill down and get it because they found it all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So what happened was
That's the
the
point.
fossil fuels are finite, and people don't get that
It's
concept.
like this country. It's like, dude, the Indians had the Black Hills in South Dakota, just as an example.
No, he had
For-
to sell
for,
that.
for hundreds of years, thousands of years. They didn't sell it. The fucking military took it.
Oh yeah.
Once they discovered, there's gold there. The Indians had it for 1,000 years or whatever, and that gold was always there. But their society wasn't based on that kind of shit.
Bruce, my
As
father.
soon
has
as the capitalists came and were like, there's gold there. They fucking just ran in
But
there,
Bruce,
killed
there's
them
an
all,
old
fucking
saying,
ran them out,
Bruce, my father said this to me since I was a kid.
and they fucking destroy all the
Bruce,
environment,
Bruce,
take all the gold out.
There's an old saying: "Might makes right." Might makes right. That's the justification for anything. And by the way,
It's
how
disgusting, really.
but it's how Republicans operate.
no, but that's what I'm
Winners
saying.
make. McConnell's known for saying this. Mitch McConnell's known for saying, "Winners make the decisions.
Yeah.
Winners make the decisions."
Unless, of course, they're Democrats, and then in that case,
The
they
Democrats-
can't have the committee chair.
Democrats, they got to have a mandate. They got to kick the Republicans in the teeth, and really dismantle them big time. But
I
that's
just
for
said-
another time.
I just think that they should pass as many. They should do
Of course.
exactly what they would do in that situation. They should jam as many progressive bills down their fucking throat as possible and make it as difficult as possible for them
Democrats
to
aren't-
reel it back. But
Democrats
they
aren't
won't
progressive.
do it because there's guys like Manchin who will
They're
sit
not.
on the vote for this.
No, look, you gotta.
They can't get everybody to unify like the Republicans can.
Yes. Well, now the Republicans have a problem. They need somebody as big as Trump.
Well, good luck.
They need
Said
somebody.
Neither side has that anymore. And as always, thanks for watching.
Wrong button.
This excellently produced show. I would never make mistakes.
I'd like to see you operate all this.
Thank you very much, and for watching. And again, if you like us, tell your friends, and we'll be here as always every week, Tuesdays at 9 Pacific, Facebook and YouTube.
Good night,
very much.
everybody.
Good night.